Hey guys, Jess from Stark Skincare here. Welcome back and/or to my channel. That is the most annoying intro, and yet I've said it now probably a dozen times and I can't get it out of my head. So again, I need that intro music. Stark Skincare. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about sort of the second phase for transitioning your skin during fall or another transitory weather time in your life, like if you're traveling or I don't know, during like weather fluctuations basically. So just to briefly recap the first part of this, what you want to do is do nothing and then really just listen to your skin. So sort of doing a skin reset. So if I'm feeling clever, I'll link it wherever it's supposed to go. So you can check out the first part of this of the series, if you will, so that you know how to do a skin reset and just sort of what we talked about in the first phase. So phase one is really for when the weather is starting to transition. So whenever we're going from hot weather to cool weather and we're in those last days of hot weather. So tomorrow, or today by the time I publish this, it will be the first day of fall. Yay! So we are officially in it, but that doesn't mean that the weather knows that. So as the weather is fluctuating, our skin is super confused. So in the summertime, our skin gets very depleted from the weather and our lifestyle. So our skin becomes very depleted by swimming, going in pools, you know, SPF. Maybe we shower more often than in other times. We're swimming definitely more. We're maybe getting caught in rainstorms and, you know, just basically like getting our skin wet more often than not. We're exposing our skin to more weather because we're outside wearing less clothing, or naked if you go to certain kinds of summer camps, perhaps. And we are, you know, getting way more UV exposure. We're putting bug spray on. We're putting SPF on. And I don't know about you guys, but in the summertime, I am sort of in the camp that I just use a good strong SPF that's super easy to apply because I'm the mom of a little kid and I don't have the patience to be like rubbing in something with zinc for, you know, 27 minutes per limb. So I use a lot of the spray-on stuff in the summer. I know, horrible human being, but it's just a few months out of the year where I want to protect my skin, protect my son's skin, and this is like really like for beaches and stuff like that. But you know, it's not necessarily the best for your skin. And yeah, like our skin just really goes through a lot in the summer and becomes depleted. Our acid mantle is getting messed with. So during the fall transition period, it's really such a great time to really baby the skin, nourish it, replenish it, to prepare it for the onslaught of winter. So we really don't get much of a break, but fall is a really good time to, you know, sort of reassess what your skin needs, switch up your routine, and get ready for the next harsh season. So what you're going to want to do after you've done your reset is we're going to step up the game in terms of the hydration and the moisture, and we're going to be doing a lot of masking. So Stark does not have a mask at this time, but fret not, because you can create an awesome mask with products you already have at home, products that are Stark, and ingredients from your kitchen. So one of my favorite masks to make is simply combining Everlasting with Aurora. So Everlasting is my hydration serum, and Aurora is a multi-purpose balm that you can use for everything. So it's very thick. Oh, this one's empty. Well, whenever there's some in the pot, it's very thick. I don't have one back there. And you can use it. So what you would do is put on Everlasting, maybe more than normal. Go for like 10 drops. Really like get a lot in there. And then you're going to seal it in with some Aurora, or even you can do some Midnight. first and then get all of the amazing benefits that are in this incredible little oil, you absolutely need to read the ingredients list for this oil. It's like, I have to say, I really pack this with some of the most amazing stuff. Like, even its base oil is organic macadamia nut, which is amazing. So there's nothing, like, there's no filler in here. There's nothing cheap, but you can get it for $35, which is unheard of in like the Ecolux sphere. Just saying. Same with EV, you can get this for $30, and it's got everything from like sea kelp bioferment to, it's got edelweiss extract, like all kinds of stuff that's like really high end and up there, but I just don't believe that green beauty is supposed to be this like exclusive thing. Anyways, I'm getting political and that's not what I mean to be doing right now. So you can create a mask simply by layering your products, and layering products is also very, very important just for the way that you want to be looking at your skincare when you're moving, especially into colder weather. So think of the way that you get yourself dressed when there's a blizzard outside. So you're going to want to put on nice, light, like close to the skin, stuff that feels really good on fur. So something like Everlasting, or maybe you have a hyaluronic acid serum that you like to use, something like that, that is, you know, I heard someone describe certain serums as like thick water, and I don't even remember if that was in regards to my product or some other product, but I kind of like that idea of like thick water, which doesn't really make any sense, but I like the sort of like the visual sort of, you know, imagery that we get there, and that's exactly what Everlasting is like. It's not a gooey, goopy serum. This isn't going to like pill on your or under your other products. It really is like thick water, which I just got all over myself. So, oh God, I love it. I love it so much. That goes on first, and to trap that in, you're going to want to do, like I said, something like Neroli, something like Midnight, or something like Aurora, or even both. And during the day, so that would be like your silky underwear. And then something like Midnight or City is sort of like your sweater that you're gonna put on over like your base layer. And then you're gonna want a parka if it's very cold outside. So a parka would be a balm like Aurora. And then you're gonna want to also use SPF, because we cannot get away from using SPF. So you want to be layering, and if you basically think of like how you would layer for the daytime, but like just really like amp that up, that is a mask. And so sometimes, like today, I like to wear more layers of more layers of skincare, and then I consider that to be like a walking treatment. So days when, you know, I'm not wearing very much makeup, I can just go ahead and really just put on the layers so that my skin is really getting all of that benefit. It's really drinking it all in at the end of the summer. We are so depleted. We really, really need those extra nutrients, that extra hydration, and more oils too, just to get ready for the winter. So you really want to be focusing on barrier repair at this time of year. We need that good acid mantle layer to be strong, to be rich in our ceramides and our fats and our oils and our good bacteria, to really create that protective layer to keep the harsh winter climate out, so that our skin stays moist and plump and hydrated and happy throughout the winter. Whenever your skin is lacking that hydration and the moisture and everything, when you go out into the cold, you'll see when you come back in, you actually look like wrinklier. It's the craziest thing. So that is a pretty good barometer right there to test whether or not you are amping up your skincare enough. If you come in from freezing cold weather, like it has to be technically freezing, and your skin really looks like, then you gotta beef it up. So, or tofu it up. So some DIYs, like I said, you can just take your skincare, layer it properly, and layer it a little bit heavier than you normally would. Do that at night to make like a nighttime mask. And then things that you can also incorporate into some masking is, for example, you can take something multi-purpose like Aurora. You can take a little glob of some nice unpasteurized honey, or if you're vegan and you do vegan skincare, you can also use something like my favorite thing in the whole wide world, maple syrup, and combine that. Both of these ingredients not only have this light exfoliating effect because of the natural glycolic content of it, but it's also, they're both amazing humectants. There's this weird thing about sugar that even though sugar is like the devil whenever you consume it, topically, all types of natural sugars are so good for the skin. It's so weird, I find, but I find that really fascinating. So you can combine stuff like, yeah, like honey or maple syrup, or both if you want, agave syrup, you could do like a raw sugar, you could either use it as a gentle scrub. Now you want to be going easy on exfoliation, but exfoliating will be key because you are really going to need to get that cellular turnover before the winter. But after you exfoliate, just make sure that you're really hydrating and moisturizing, so that you're replenishing anything that may be lost if you are exfoliating a little bit too vigorously. So other ingredients that you could do in a DIY mask is yogurt is amazing. That could be vegan yogurt or dairy yogurt, it doesn't matter. Both you would want to do as full fat as you can. Organic is great, and leave that on for as long as you can stand the smell. Because I find a yogurt mask, like, I love it. I love the effects, but the scent kind of gets to me after a while. You want to be doing less clay masks unless you do have quite a bit of acne or congestion, in which case you still do need to replenish the hydration. So even if you're doing a clay mask, which is fine, it's a good cleanser, but try not to let it get completely dry on your face. Spritz it with something like Petrichor. That would be awesome, especially if your mask contains vitamin C. It's really going to help activate the effects of stuff like vitamin C. That's Petrichor. I'm too lazy to reach back there. Other things you can do at home is apply most of your smoothies on your face. So like if you're doing like bananas in your smoothie, if you're doing, you can do protein on your face, that's great, in your hair too. Stuff like avocado, just make sure things are well blended, or else, I don't know, no one wants a chunky mask, it's just kind of gross. You can do different types of herbs. Green tea is an amazing one ingredient mask. Save your tea bags whenever you've got green tea, chamomile, herbal tea, all of that. Don't let that go to waste. That should go on your face. That wasn't meant to rhyme, but that was cool. Or not cool. So that's basically, in a nutshell, what you should be doing for your skin at this point. It's really about nourishing it. Just feed your skin, get it ready for winter. So there you go. What is your favorite DIY mask? Let me know. What are some of the challenges that you face in the winter with your face? And so on and so forth. So I hope you enjoyed phase 2 of getting your skin ready for the fall, for the cooler weather, and enjoy the beautiful fallness of the outdoors. Okay, bye.